Last year on May 31st, I shared with you the Bus 13 portfolio. It was a portfolio that I was putting together based on my knowledge that I knew that the data centers were going to have to be built out to accommodate AI. And the leader in that was going to be NVIDIA with the introduction of its GPUs, and that the Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Meta were going to have to buy these GPUs from Jensen Huang, NVIDIA, and they were going to buy them through Supermicro Computer, and they were going to have to totally revamp and redo their data centers. And that was going to give a tremendous growth to both Supermicro and NVIDIA, and then also companies like Vertiv and Modyne, the two companies who were going to provide the air conditioning because these GPUs run so much hotter. And so I told you to buy them, and some of you did. I got an email just yesterday from Big Bad Bob who said, I did what you told me to do last May, Kerry, and I bought 301 shares of NVIDIA for my wife, my daughters, my children, my grandchildren, and that 100,000 turned into $300,000. Thank you so much. That's what we did, and I hope Big Bad Bell also bought some Vertiv and some Supermicro. But that's the power of the tribe. Well, it's happening again, and I did a video just yesterday where I shared that Jensen is on the next phase. This is phase 2 of the AI build-out. We've basically committed Apple, Google, Microsoft, and Meta to all the GPUs that they can get for the next 5 years to go into their data centers. Well, phase 2 is the PC world. That's where the big payoff is. Again, go see the video I did yesterday where Jensen sat down with, the guy's name was Michael Dell, and Bill McDermott, and they were interviewed, and they were telling about the next phase is to get this power, this computing power, to enterprise, and then after that to consumers. And basically they said enterprise will have to replace all of their computers within the next 2 years. Well, let's put that into perspective. Goldman Sachs has 46,300 employees, so they're going to have to buy 46,300 new PCs to accommodate the compute power that is going to be needed for AI. They're going to need GPUs on all 46,300. Well, multiply that times Amazon's or all their employees, all of American Express's employees, and Caterpillar's. Everybody is going to need a new computer. Well, that's going to create a tremendous opportunity. And Jensen is picking his team. That's in the video yesterday. Go watch it. You're going to see Jensen explain that all of enterprise is going to need new computers, and all of you and I are going to need computers. And then Michael Dell turns and gives him a big smile, because Michael Dell knows he was chosen over HP and Lenovo to provide those computers, because Michael Dell is going to build out the computers that you and I need and Goldman Sachs needs with the GPUs if we want to participate in artificial intelligence. Jensen is choosing his team. He has done this before. A year ago, he appeared on the stage with Charles Liang. He's the CEO of Supermicro. He chose the team, and Supermicro went crazy. It's still going crazy because they aren't done building out the data centers. He chose Kivan Moghir of SoundHound, and their stock is going up. Go to his press releases back in March, and he speaks of his relationship and collaboration with SoundHound. He also blessed Wes Cummings. Wes Cummings is the CEO of Applied Digital. It's a small data center, 2 data centers in North Dakota, who are run by wind power. And Jensen said, I'm going to see to it that you get the GPUs to make your data centers work. He chooses teams. He works with people that he wants to be successful, and he wants to help them make successful. He chose Christopher Gibson of Regeneron. There's a ton of companies, not a ton of companies, there's several companies who are working hard to work in drug discovery. And Jensen chose Regeneron to have some of his GPUs. Understand this. There's a shortage of them. Jensen is sitting in the tower. He controls the gold. It's like I said in the thumbnail. If data is the new gold, Jensen has the key to the safe. Okay, and he's choosing the team. He chose Michael Dell, and then you'll see also in yesterday's video, Bill McDermott. Bill McDermott is the CEO of ServiceNow. Now, here's what is going to happen. Goldman Sachs decides, okay, we're going to buy the 46,300 computers from Dell that we need to upgrade our system to handle artificial intelligence. Well, how are we going to integrate that with all the work that we've done over the last 40 years that we have on our databases in our computers? How are we going to work that in? And how are we going to bring artificial intelligence into it for our position? That's ServiceNow. And he chose ServiceNow as their player. They are going to take instruction-driven computer and make it intention-driven. That is to say, you and I, and I've talked to you about this before through SoundOut, you and I are going to go to an avatar on our computer system, and rather than say, what is a relative strength index? We're going to say, and get a printed answer. We're going to get a verbal answer. Okay. And then when we don't understand what they're telling us, we're going to ask another question. This is how the human mind learns. It asks questions, it gets answers, it then asks for clarification. And if the clarification isn't suited, it asks for more clarification. That's what ServiceNow is going to deliver to Goldman Sachs and to American Express and all the corporations. Then more enterprising individuals like myself are going to go and engage with smaller companies, and they're going to bring it to us. So you can come to Best of Us Investors, and you can say, what is a 200-day moving average and a 50-day, and how do they relate to the movement of the stocks? And let's look at this Trading Views chart, and let's figure out how it works. That's what's happening. So where do you invest? You basically recognize it's not over yet. Everybody is saying, I heard the comment this morning that NVIDIA will fall. It will drop because it will not be able to maintain its market share, and it will not be able to maintain its margins because Advanced Micro Devices will come in with as good a chip and a cheaper chip to put NVIDIA on the sidelines. Well, wait a second. He just made a deal with Michael Dell. And in that deal, he said, do not get involved with Advanced Micro Devices. I'd be willing to bet on it. If I were Jensen, that's the deal. If you stay with me, you ride with me, and I'll take you to the party. That's what's happening. And if you want to be a part of it, you need to know who the players are. And I just told you who they are. The next player on June the 3rd is Shahar Ramaswamy. Let's call him the CEO of Snowflake, because Jensen is appearing at their conference on June the 3rd, and Jensen will explain how software as a service will work with the new GPUs and that are being offered through Dell Computer. And Snowflake will be the next member of the team. That's what you need to recognize. Jensen's got him by the short hairs right now. He's got the demand for the product. If you want my product, here's how you're going to take it. And here's how we're going to work together in the future. If you don't sign the agreement, you don't get the GPUs. It's that simple. Do not believe this is over. This is just starting. And I am going to have to upgrade my prediction of what NVIDIA is going to be selling for in 2026 and 2027 and 2028. Because until you buy your Dell computer, this isn't done yet. I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm the chief of the Best of the Investors tribe. I work on the knowledge that is fed to me. I got that video of Jensen and Bill and Michael because Brian, one of my tribe members from Nashville, sent it to me and said, you need to look at this. And then I passed that information on to people like Big Bad Bill, who says, okay, I'll buy that. And I'll increase my family's wealth 3x in 1 year. That's what working on a tribe, that's what working as a team can bring you. You can go it yourself. You can do the analysis. I just this morning did the analysis on Services Now. I'm going to buy Services Now, but I know the price I'm going to buy it, and I know what it's going to sell for on December the 31st of 2024, 2025, and 2026, because I did the work. I did the analysis. If you want to be a part of this train that we're building and our tribe is driving, get on the bus. I guess it's not a train, it's a bus.